Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
Here we go, guys. Zedd versus Marko, the underdog story of the century. Zedd fighting out of Algeria in yellow on the right. Marko, the GOAT himself, fighting out of Finland in red on the left. Marko did just take down Artie, but Artie fought hard. That's off to Artie. Did good, buddy. It's hard, man. It's hard. Facing Marko's no fun. But Zedd's now up to the plate, the underdog story. Gonna see if he can put on a show for us. It is best of 5. Soviet versus Soviet, Allied versus Allied. Then we'll be swapping. $15 going to the winner. Marko, team up Marko with the sheriff. Could be a good way to do it. Ed, keep me posted. We might be able to get another one in here. Prediction. We get a prediction up. Marko gonna come in right away with the early Rhino. Now, so Zedd went super early economy here, and that's scary against a player like Marko. But perfect sentry guns from Zedd. So if Zedd is able to resist the early pressure, his massive early economy, those early oils, can definitely help. All right, so pretty even here, except you take a look at the economies. Marko's broke. Zedd's rolling in the dough. So, yeah, I mean, when you go early tanks, you want to try to get value out of it. And Zedd defended very, very well there with those sentry guns. So, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if Zedd can get something here as the game progresses here, if he can take advantage of his bankroll. Prediction up. We got a prediction up. Get those points in. Let's close this prediction here in the next, like, 30 seconds. So people can't get too much of an edge. If Zedd, as soon as Zedd storms through this point, then everyone's going to be a believer. But right now, everyone's a doubter. So Zedd with this massive financial advantage right now. See if he can continue to leverage this. He's on 3 war factories, so he will continue his tank advantage. He needs to get some fodder in the game right now. He has the money for it, and it's so funny when people bring all their tanks to get the crates. Why don't you just have a crate dog? You guys ever think of that? A crate dog? Forward barracks now from both players. Ooh, and a beautiful deso from Zedd. That frontline deso. That barracks came. The desos came right in time. Very, very nice. But there is that sentry gun. Sentry gun from Marko. Sentry gun from Zedd. And so that's slowing down Marko's fodder, evening things out here. Okay. And Zedd continuing the push here. Deso's down. Alright, yeah, close that prediction if it's not closed already. So now Marko pumping out the Desolators as Zedd brings out a Tesla coil. Zedd out now with the Tesla coil to counter, and Marko has to sell off that his aggressive expansion there. Wow. The oil glitch. Everyone thinks they've seen an oil glitch. I want someone to actually prove there's an oil glitch. It's a big statement. Record your screen, do an experiment, and show me the oil glitch. The oil glitch. Come on, Hassan, you're a doctor. You're a man of science. So now Siege Chopper's out from Marko, and now we got squids. A squid battle in the water here, and Zedd's doing a lot of things right, but he's not taking advantage of his position at all, right? Like, and now he's low power, so he's behind on the Iron Curtain. So he had that big edge in a lot of ways, but didn't get too much done with it. So Zedd's Kirov, as I said, Zedd's Kirov's doing some work here. Marko's bringing his Kirov over to counter in the water. Now the Kirov coming back, so Zedd's bringing the flak tracks. Zedd's economy is just rolling so nice right now. He's on 4 war factories. He's got the battle lab. He's got the Iron Curtain. And Marko is sneaking a siege chopper in the back of Zedd's base, very bottom right. Keep an eye on that. Desolator's trying to counter these flak tracks. So that Kurov's not going to get much done, but those Desolators are really problematic right now. The Desolators are continuing the push. He just needs a Tesla coil or a sentry gun. Tesla coil or a sentry gun. Tesla coil or a sentry gun. That's all we need, buddy. Siege chopper in the back of the base. I love that harassment from Marko. A player like Marko, he's got extra hands. He's got extra energy. So he can be microing a siege chopper in the back of your base while he beats you on the front line and wins the squid battle all at the same time. So Boris out now from Marko, and the tank battle comes in, but the Iron Curtain is popped, and right in the heat of the battle, Zedd on the run now, and Zedd severely out-tanking Marko. He just needs to hold himself back from a blunder, and fingers crossed, because we know Zedd is capable of throwing things. So let's see if Zedd can take this one home. Playing some great blitz right now, but Marko, it's Marko. What can you say? Iron Curtain's popped from Zedd. To me, it looks like it's got to be GG. Marko calls GG. Honestly, though, I never know. I never know in those positions with a player like Zedd, player like Marko. Could go either way. Zedd puts the first one on the board, and we got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Bike Rush with the raid. Bike Rush with the raid. My guy, my guy. Thanks, man. All right, let's get it going, guys. Hoorah! So, many of you guys late to the party here. We got Marko, the GOAT, one of the best Red Alert 2 players of all time, taking on Zedd, who's one of the better Blitz players. The reason this match is fairly even is because this is not regular Red Alert 2. This is a modded version of Red Alert 2. So the game that Marko has spent 20 years playing, this is a modded version that Zedd plays a lot more. So that's why we have ourselves a bit of a ball game here. So Zedd taking home that first point in the Soviet versus Soviet matchup. Now we switch over to Allied versus Allied, and we'll see if Zedd can carry that momentum. Really well played by both players. Zedd had a very dialed-in build. His economy was perfectly managed. He pushed tech at the right time. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought that he... I really thought he was giving Marko too much breathing room. He didn't, he had an advantage early on. He didn't do anything with it, and he wasn't really the naval battle was basically a wash. Neither player got anything done decisively. Kind of canceled each other out. Zedd did get a Kurov through. Anyway, great game. So Marko has to sit up in his chair a little bit now. Take this a little bit more seriously. $15 on the line. It is best of 5. And so Marko, the super early Eagle, you see no War Factory, no tanks right now. And these Eagles are just going to start making laps. Just lapping with those Eagles. And so Zedd's going to need an early anti-air defense. And I would like to see some early harassment from Zedd. When you see Eagles in your base, remember obviously, you can't see the map like we can when you're down there playing, but I'd like to see some early harassment. If you have Eagles on your doorstep that fast, your opponent can't really have tanks pumping as well. They just don't have the financial situation for it. Yeah, you missed the Marko versus Artie, but now we got Marko versus, and it's another underdog story. Marko versus Artie was the underdog story. Now we got Marko versus Zedd. Everything's an underdog story when you're playing Marko, unless you're Woody or Legend or I don't know, a couple other people. I think in Blitz, Luke's capable of beating Marko as well. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen just some early harassment down here from Zedd, just kind of baiting some pillboxes, even if he doesn't get much done with it. Ooh, and there is a sniper in this group as well, doing some work. Nice hit from those Eagles, does get out pretty well, and somehow Marko has been able to get ahead on his naval, or sorry, his air force and his tanks are both ahead, and his tech. So the only advantage Zedd has right now is that he has way too much money for whatever reason. Marko's way up right now. Battle Lab out. He's on 8K. He's going to grab the lighthouse. The naval yard's coming. The aircraft carriers are coming. The Mirage tanks are out. He just built a Chronosphere for God knows what reason. Yeah, Zedd's in trouble. Oh yeah, Kian, yeah. Of course, the Octo Kid. The Octo Kid can take anyone. Logue Elmo with the follow. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate priority left. What was that, 4 minutes ago? Come on, Ivor. Sinks the cruiser, loses a couple eagles for it. So Marko's trying to get his anti-air in the water first, and then he can bring the aircraft carriers out behind it. Zedd's got some prism tanks over here. Marko's got a big army, though. And those Mirage tanks. So Zedd doesn't have the support for these prism tanks. The Mirage tanks will just melt the Grizzlies and storm through.
Wake your ass up because it's time to go beast mode.
Zedd going beast mode? Hard to say, hard to say. I like the idea of it. I do like the idea of it, but this is going to be a tough one. Both players money rolling well, but here comes the aircraft carrier. So Zedd's popping those Patriot missiles, going to try to slow this down, but damn, one Patriot missile takes down a Hornet. Wow. So he's just going to go heavy prism tanks here. And so this just comes down to the combination of units and who controls them better. We also have a Chronosphere coming in a couple seconds. Keep in mind, there is a gap there, so these players don't know what they're pushing into. Ooh, and so Zedd doesn't bring the Grizzlies to support. I don't know what that was. His Grizzlies are just chilling behind enemy lines. Maybe Zedd knows something I don't. He needs to target those Mirage tanks. If he can clean out a few more Mirage tanks, maybe his Grizzlies can get a little more something done. But Mirage tanks just melt the Grizzlies. Ooh, no anti-air in that group, though, except the Patriot missile. Ooh, that's a lot of those aircraft carriers are looking deadly now. So now we see Marko targeting the anti-air with his aircraft carrier. That's going to be tough. And so they almost exchanged most of their armies there. The big difference is, the difference is that the aircraft carriers just took out Zedd's MCB. So that's the problem right now. He does have this Chronosphere ready as well, but yeah, the naval control from Marko was kind of the nail in the coffin there. Marko was comfortable just kind of washing the land army, and he'll just close this one out. With the aircraft carriers. Prism tanks going down now. The prism tanks should be able to attack these aircraft carriers. That's a nice counter, but at the same time, he's going to get a. Oh, Marko! He drops Zedd's prism tanks in the water. What a way to end it. Yeah, very interesting to see Zedd take home SVS, and the total opposite of what you would normally expect here with a more traditional player and a more blitz player. Generally, the traditional player takes home the Soviet matchup, and the blitz player can take home the Allied ones. That was interesting to see. So it is 1-1 here. Zedd goes Sov now. Yeah, that one was tough. For when Marko was able to get so far ahead, we needed some early ground harassment from Zedd at that point. And it's tricky because, if you have a strategy, you want to run your strategy, but once you see the opponent's strategy, you do have to adjust that. And Zedd didn't want to bring the early ground harassment, but once your opponent has eagles immediately, you kind of got to go down there and start messing with them. Or you just kind of let them, you can't leave them to their own devices in those positions. The chrono was hilarious. All right, so 1-1 now. It's still an underdog story. Could be it. This could be the banger we're all looking for. Zedd does get down and grab that lighthouse super early, so I think we're gonna see. That look that Soviet look possibly. Well, Zedd grabs the lighthouse early quite often. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. This could go either way. Zedd could just start pumping rhinos and just try to go right down his throat, especially after losing that last point. He could definitely be looking to do that. I would like to see him bring that like kind of more diverse, that early tech Soviet look, where he takes the water, brings the Kurovs and the IC early. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe that won't work. I mean, it's against a player like Marko. There's nothing guaranteed to work. But I think that early naval and tech push from Soviet is less expected from Marko. Marko hasn't been watching these blitz games where that's been happening, so I don't think he'd see it coming. Whereas the rhinos are exactly what he's expecting. You see him creating this little choke point here. He's got his GGIs out. He's got his pillboxes, feeling pretty comfortable. Going to make it difficult to push through as he brings the Grizzlies in as well. And yeah, Marko's got a nice hold here. And Marko very comfortable in this position. He is broke, but as his economy catches up, he'll get the Eagles out, start harassing. And this could come down to the naval battle again, honestly. The naval has just proven so big, which is funny because throughout the lower division tournaments, very rarely were people even capturing the lighthouse until maybe the very end of the game. But it's been very decisive in these upper level games. Prism walk now from Marko, going to be devastating. Zedd needs a forward barracks. He needs to get some fodder in the mix here. The Prism Tower. And so Zedd put a lot of eggs in this basket. You see he has his tech out here. He's got his war factory. Oh, demo truck coming. Oh, the demo truck does more damage to Zedd than Marko. Now splitting the Prism Towers. And Zedd had a lot of, that wasn't just like a mindless barracks, aggressive barracks walk. That was Zedd's war factory, his radar. That does put him behind. So now Zedd has to build a bunker and try to hold on that front line as Marko brings out the battle lab on the backside. Yeah, I mean, you can't attack from here. That's for sure. Sell all this stuff, try to backdoor him, and I think that's what Zedd's going to go for here, and I think that is the move. But the Mirage tanks are coming out, so I don't know. Zedd's lack of early game aggression, I think, is a bit troublesome. I think he's just kind of. I mean, he's letting Marko play the game that he wants to play. Oh, that oil should chain react and take that Prism Tower out, which is funny. Oh, gets another oil out. So now Zedd is oil walking into Marko's expansion, and honestly, not a bad move at all. And yeah, Zedd's going to continue this oil walk here. Yeah, I don't know. Not a bad idea at this point. There's no bad ideas at this point for Zedd. How much do oils cost? That's a good question. Stew Man do 77. Just in time, man. Just in time for Zedd's epic comeback. Is it a comeback if it's 1-1? I'm still calling it a comeback. Marko takes the water again. Marko loves those aircraft carriers. Zedd has these 3 oils are nice. They would do some damage here, but they're not. Marko's just not going to target them. 1,500. And so now Zedd has to mass flak tracks to try to counter the aircraft carrier. Oh, that was sick. He brought him from the side there. Wait, can you redirect Hornets when they're in the air? I feel like they came from a weird angle. If you send them at one thing and then you switch, will the Hornets switch in the air? Zedd builds a demo truck for God knows what reason. No, we got rid of the anti-oil building. Now we just limit. You can only build 12 total oils per game. So if you keep oil walking too much, eventually you can't build any more oils. The oil cannon was a little too glitchy, a little too weird. A little too weird, which is unfortunate because about 100 hours of coding and brainstorming went into that. So Zedd dying a slow death here. You know, we saw Zedd just not even really able to get an attack in. You know, just yeah, I mean, we saw it. So Zedd he didn't bring the aggressive early rhinos, and he didn't go early Soviet tech. So he kind of just kind of just split the difference. And Marko, look at Marko. Oh my god.
You resign now.
Not much else to say about this one. The Prism Walk, the Mirages, the aircraft carriers. Marko has so much going on. These rhinos are like a slingshot right now against a tank. It's insane. He brings out the Kirov. Yeah, well. There goes the nuclear reactor. My god. My god, my god.
You resign now.
Alright, so Marko takes that one home. 2-1 match point now, so Zedd fighting to stay in it. Marko fighting to end it. If Marko takes this one home, that is the end of the series. So we'll see if Zedd can make it happen here. Zedd did take home the first point. Anything's possible, but man, Marko is an absolute beast. So let's see if Zedd can put on a little show for us here as he gets Allied versus Soviet in point number 4. So we gotta think, what is Zedd thinking right now? Marko's he's gonna have the early rhinos harassing. Probably a tight allied build from Zedd, something he can protect. He's gonna grab an early, so he's gonna grab that lighthouse straight away, so he doesn't have to worry about it later. Okay, both players getting clean scouts. And Marko, yes, Marko very comfortable here, bringing out the early oils before his war factory, get his economy rolling. So I think the keys for victory here, I mean, it's the same stuff we always go over. For Allied, that's so weird. What is my camera doing over there? Oh, webcam? There we go. So the keys for victory for Allied: protect yourself against the early pressure, and then you got to counterpunch. You got to counterpunch in the sky or in the water, and then get those mirages to resist the Rhino Storm later on. Now, I think for Zedd, the lack of AFC here, I don't know. He's going Grizzlies and Dogs. Don't think it's the move. I think there is. I don't think that's always bad for Allied. I think, you know, diversifying your look can be good, but I don't think it's going to work against Marko. I think you do need to get a little bit more creative early on.
Seal ready.
Navy SEAL now. So we see that's sniper IFV or a SEAL? Yeah, it's a sniper IFV to try to clean out that fodder. That's a good move for Zedd. Obviously, Soviet player, the Rhinos are already an advantage. You get fodder in there, it's devastating. Flat cannon out now from Marko. I think we'll see a lot of flat cannons from Marko. The stationary anti-air against the Allied player is definitely Marko's preferred defense. That Navy SEAL just treading water in the lake. Okay. Yeah, Frank's feeling it. So he's got his Eagles, he's got his Battle Lab, and he's on 7K. So this is exactly where Zedd wanted to be. Now, what is Marko doing? Marko's on 10K. He hasn't gone tech. Takes a power plant. Doesn't put him low power. Loses one Eagle. Not a terrible idea. With Zedd on 10K, keep the Eagles pumping. I'd love to see another AFC. Marko's kind of sleeping at the wheel right now. He hasn't gotten any value early game. His tech's not out now. Now he just brings a radar now. I'd like to see... I mean, Zedd's got the money. Zedd can prism walk bottom side. He snipes out that forward barracks. Nice move. He can prism walk bottom side. But the battle lab's coming, and then these things are going to tilt quick. So now we do have the second AFC out from Zedd. AFC out. Zedd on 10K. Where's the naval yard? Where's the naval yard, Zedd? There's the naval yard. I love it. I love it. I love it. Aircraft carriers coming. Come on, Zedd. Give us a game. Give us a barn burner. Make it happen, buddy. He needs to stay focused here. Snipers to the front line to counter those Desos on the bottom right. I like that. He put the naval yard right in the middle of the lake to try to resist the Rhino pressure. Heads up. Prism Tower doing some work here, and here come the Rhinos. A decent group of Mirages in there, and the Desolators are coming behind. He tries to get the Mirages off of the radiation, not able to save a lot of them. He's down to Grizzlies. The Desolators are still pushing through. The Desolators doing so much work here. Zedd had those snipers, but they didn't get anything done. Ooh, he throws all 6 Eagles at 1 tank, and there it goes. There it goes. Zedd left with nothing but 2 aircraft carriers. 4 shields the MCV, just trying to delay his death, but there goes the battle lab, and there's an elite Rhino in the group just to make matters worse. The aircraft carriers, nothing left to do. Zedd calls it GG. Marko takes it home. Just too many Rhinos ultimately there. Too many Rhinos. Too many Rhinos. Duh. That is so weird. So. Yeah, interesting. Right at the end there. Yeah, Marko, it was smart that Marko made the right decision there to push. Let's see if I can get this stupid camera working. Webcam, no, Snapcam. Huh. Yeah, Marko made a good decision there to push. Zedd, I don't know. It's hard to say. If you went back and look at that, like, obviously there's 15 different things you could do differently, but Zedd played it well. I mean, Zedd, if he would have committed any more to resisting the Rhinos, then he wouldn't have had any offense. He wouldn't have had any offense. And it wouldn't have mattered. Even if he would have resisted those Rhinos, then Marko would have came through with the IC, the Kirovs, and, you know, the tech units right after that. So I think Zedd did a good job of splitting what he was doing. You know, he had an offense going. He had his 2 AFCs out. He had control of the naval yard. He got his aircraft carriers. He got his Mirages.